Alright, it's time for another Jarvan game. And this one actually brought up an interesting conundrum. Which one? It's that Jarvan seems to be the only physical tank remaining that can initiate. I mean, there's tanky physical champions, but there's none that can initiate as well as him without, problems. Some may say, Xin Zhao can definitely initiate, but Xin Zhao has fucking problems doing that, so he doesn't count. The thing is, you could look at my team as pure magic. Prior to this game, my team was pure physical, and I decided to go Zac, magic damage, initiation, and tank. And in this case, they did the reverse, and they went pure magic, and I was looking for a physical tank that can initiate, and holy shit, I found none. So, with none there, the only one I had was an option was Jarvan. Nonetheless, I picked Jarvan, and we won't go on with the game. So I go to the top gang Gnar, and it seems he has a ward, so that's why he backed off. So I go around the river, and I use an EQ to go into the bush and surprise him. Of course, I wait till I'm cool for my flag is back. Go in, I use my W first because he's pretty much stuck here. I just whack him with my auto attacks. I don't even have to use my, EQ knockup. He just kind of decided to, accept his fate. We push the tower a little bit. We push towards the tower a little bit. I go get my golems, and I go back into the bush. I don't know if he popped his flash, because I figured he didn't, because he didn't bother trying to escape at all there. So, Veigar uses a stun right now, grabs the Gnar. I go up to him, you do the same thing, use my W. I smack him in the face, but we'll EQ them, then smack him in the face, and then he runs off to his own. And we can't kill him because we don't have anything, but we got his flash, though. This guarantees my top lane will have a strong positioning during this game. Go home, buy the components for my Spirit of the Lizard, which is better than the Spirit of the Ancient Golem, because it just became weak for a lot of champions. I still hate that goddamn change. Spirit of the Ancient Golem is great, but Quill Coat is not. That's what I mean. Like Spirit of the Ancient Golem, I would build it on Jarvan if I didn't have to build the Quill Coat. So, nonetheless, clearing through the jungle, I have my ward here. I'm helping out my teammates by sharing vision. I go in, try to help the Veigar. I thought, the Gnar would crush him. And speaking of Gnar, I don't even know if he's any good. He's finally going to be usable in tournaments, so we'll finally see. Anyways, we figured that Eve would come here, so I, EQ, stop the Evelyn, dump her ass, she's dead. And Gnar gets away. Just for a little while, I'm too much of a man to let him escape. Flash W, and then let's just beat him to death with my giant phallus spear. So, there goes Gnar. Now, here's the thing. It's that I don't quite like Gnar. Super Gnar is awesome, Mega Gnar but little Yordle Gnar is fucking stupid and awful and weak. Of course, his Q is one of the best spells in the game, you can argue. But other than that, fuck him. Mega Gnar is awesome, little Yordle, blech. So we give chase to the enemy Leon and the Evelyn, because I figured that Syndra would be able to catch him. Once again, I use my ultimate on Evelyn, and she's trapped. So the bottom lane dying is an okay thing. EQ popped Graves' flash, and there we go. I guess my pseudo gank worked out well. Manliness in delivery or whatever. So since I figured I'm getting a lot of kills and I'm being such a badass, I'm gonna go damage. You can see I'm building Brutalizer. I got myself Golem. I'm not sharing it with Syndra or anybody because I am a man and I am greedy. I go back to mid and I end up finding myself a ping ward and I destroy it. Syndra helps me knowing that Evelyn was around here. She was going to try to save her tower. Not the tower, her little ward. She would have died. My team is basically, well-rounded. We're about equal with the enemy team with just a slight gold advantage over them. Gnar, once again, is kind of just on his own. I go in, I bitch slap him, I use EQ, and that completely fucks up and misses. He jumps me. Well, he's gonna jump me, and, I go around the tower. I just, use my ultimate right now. Ult him, and then flash out so he doesn't have any chance to kill me, and the tower ends up killing him. Hooray for me! Easily destroy this. I go home and buy my Tiamat instead of a Brutalizer, because I figure, you know what? I'm gonna go for burst damage this game. And of course it helps me clear faster, not like I really needed it because at this point I just melted everything. So I'm snowballing. The rest of my team, they're on par, they're okay. I go forward, try to chase Tristana, she flashes away, go down bottom, end up taking these raids. Edrasu. So we end up getting ourselves a dragon. I believe, no, the enemy general doesn't try to steal it, that's a different game. Yeah, I'm building myself a Hydra right now. Next item, I believe I decided I should go tanky. Because, the enemy team might actually be able to kill me. And I won't have the advantage anymore. So we end up catching Tristana. She's actually going to get away for just a little while until I get vision of her and I dunk her and use my ultimate. You know, she's dead. She can't run away. I am God. We catch herself, the Evelyn. I EQ her, knock her up, and then the Syndra finishes her off as well. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I get myself another kill. So Gnar here, I use EQ, use my W, and then just Veigar blows him with his ultimate. Dead Gnar. I smash this up as well. Golem is mine. I run around in circles waiting for something to happen. Nothing happens. We end up getting the mid tower as well. So, right now, as you can see, I'm fucking fat. I am the man. They're just burning their flashes straight away because I can kill almost any one of them in one combo. So, I still haven't died. You know, because you can't bring down manliness. Evelyn jumps me, I go forward, I dunk her ass with my ultimate, and Tristana's here. I flash, well, I'm going to flash right now, trying to finish her off before I drop, and, you know, I die. Of course, I still have to decide to go tanky, because, you know, I'm being, you know, murdered, so I do the best logical thing, the best item I could purchase through this tankiness. Right now, I'm just watching my teammates, you know, do all sorts of cool stuff. And we catch my teammates catch Gnar, they killed him. They also catch Leona and kill her. And of course, you see the tanky out of my bot, BF sword. Because if I can kill them before they deal damage to me, then I might as well have been not tanky at all. Yay! And can you guess which item I'm gonna build? Of course, Infinity Edge, because that makes the most sense on the Jarvan. So, clearing bottom lane. Anybody who comes next to me will probably die in one blow. So I go in mid lane to help my teammates out, and I EQ the Tristana, and she just explodes. Go after the enemy team, they're kind of scattered. I go off into top lane. Of course, the enemy Gnar is around here. For some reason, he decides to go back close to me, and I just use my ultimate and kill him. That's not even like, that wasn't even just funny, that's just dumb of him. So, a dead Gnar on my plate. I go forward. And I buy myself, you know, the components for the Infinity Edge. I figure I can annihilate anybody before they get to do anything to me. Of course, poor Veigar. He gets himself killed. And then they try to jump me for some reason, and I just kind of run away. The enemy Evelyn still died. So, of course, a lot of people have been asking me, you know, is Jarvan viable again? Of course he is. It's just a lot of tanky items aren't existing anymore, so you can't really pick him as a tank. So most people are building him as a bruiser, you know. In lay of a lot of things. I stabbed Tristana in the spine, and therefore she died. I know it was fast and you couldn't see it, so you can rewind it and see it again. Slow motion. Don't worry, Loud won't get mad at you. So, of course, you can see my farm is amongst the highest in the game, which is sad for a jungler, considering that means my teammates weren't farming as well as they should be. Infinity Edge is complete, meaning I can absolutely murder everybody. And of course, now I decide after this I'll probably build tanky. Because I need to. I need to be a man and survive it. My teammate Syndra dies, so I go after, you know, the Leona or the Avenger. And there's nothing the enemy team can do. I just annihilate her. Of course, Morgana steals the kill because she's a woman. Anyways, as soon as I see anybody get close to me, I want to dunk them. So I go in on the Evelyn, just start stabbing at her, and she dies immediately. Next, we take this inhibitor and pretty much destroy it. The enemy Leona and the enemy Tristana jump in, and we annihilate her too. Bitch is dead. I'm on. We jump on the Gnar, stab at him with critical hits, and he's so tanky. So, damn. We can't push this inhibitor. We can't push this tower, so we just kind of have to, you know, back off. Turret goes down, the inhibitor goes down, I jump on the graves, I can't kill him. I go a little crazy right here, and I die. So, of course, I have to build tanky now. Because I just can't keep, you know, diving in and surviving. The Veigar laughs as the Syndra dies, and then he kills the Evelyn. So, as I respawn, I make the logical choice, and I buy the Last Whisper. So with the Last Whisper purchase, I can surely kill somebody before they do any damage to me. So I go off towards the mid with my teammates, trying to find someone to prey upon. And we find nobody. So I'm just hoping to tower dive the Gnar again because all Yordles must die. Including Tristana, even though she's a female Yordle and doesn't look like a fucking hamster. Leona gets too close and dies for nothing. This was unintended, but the EQ ends up hitting the Tristana in the air and we end up getting a cool ass kill on her. With Tristana dead, we push on toward the enemy tower and the inhibitor, and then I push into the enemy graves and I can't get him with my ultimate. And while the rest of my team focus on trying to get kills, I attack the turrets. And with this, with the turret down, I'm just trying to get this Nexus, but my teammates are just trying to get kills. Do it. So anyways, Jarvan is great, DPS great. He's probably the only tank initiator still around. It's kind of sad, really. But what are you going to do? It's kind of Riot's decision to balance. We need another tanky initiator. We need to make it happen. I really do hope Riot considers releasing more tank champions that, rely more on physical stats than magic. Or else we'll be stuck playing just pure magic champions all the time.